Hello there. Welcome to Dateline Lagos. I'm Loretta Chiogo. This week on the program, Lagos State Building and Control Agency begins intensive clampdown of illegal construction of buildings, seals off church, hotel in Ikeja and Ajegule. Governor Akinwumi Ambode signed 7 critical bills into law, including a legislation to boost power supply by 4,000 megawatts. Governor Akinwumi Ambode promises to scale up support for military operations in Lagos as he welcomes the new General Officer commanding 81 Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General Enobong Udo. And East Africans shine at the 2018 Lagos City Marathon. Let's begin with the activities of the Lagos State Building Control Agency. As part of measures to restore sanity and safety in the building industry in the state, officials of the agency cracked down on property owners and developers who contravened the state's planning and development laws.
The Lagos State Building Control Agency begins its enforcement in Ikeja, sealing up a guest house located at the end of Okpebi Road, while officers of the task force arrest the manager. The owner contravenes the provisions of the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law by turning the once residential building into a hotel without approval.
During our monitoring exercise, our officers noticed this building at about where we're presently operating was under renovation. We went there like our normal operation. We served the notice that they should come up with their renovation permit. It was a residential apartment. It's a block of about 4 terrace houses. If you look at the back of it, it goes straight towards the gorge, the Okpebi Gorge. They never produced any renovation permit, so they sealed at the district level. Subsequently, they broke the seal, they continued working. We came back, we sealed, they broke it again. Later, they now came up with the renovation permit. But as at then, they were supposed to have been taken to court for contravention of starting the renovation without the permit, and they need to pay for the unsealing according to the as penal fees. All these were being done administratively. But to our biggest surprise, we just saw that the place transferred from residential to a hotel. This place cannot be a hotel. It is not possible. I mean, look at the traffic that is already, and in the future, the government intends to extend this road all the way to Alakpare, the terminal link bridge. So it's going to be a heavy traffic area. So if you want to be a purpose hotel, demolish the building and build a fresh purpose-built hotel, not converting a residential structure into a hotel business.
The agency also raids a shopping center in Ajeromi. The developer was already erecting a 3rd floor on an existing 2-floor without approval. The agency claims that shop owners allegedly broke the seal several times after the structure was sealed up. In the absence of the developer, the occupants become the victim. Traders watched from afar while their shops were locked and sealed once again. And those who try to question or obstruct the enforcement are arrested. The exercise continues in Ajegule. Officials of the agency invade a 3-story church structure being developed on Old Ojo Road. Workers found within the building are arrested. It's believed that the developer disregarded government's order by breaking the seal on several occasions after it was served a stop work notice. 2 other buildings on Old Ojo Road and an illegal market being developed on Boundary Road are also sealed for the same offences. A mild drama, however, ensues on Chidi Street, also in Ajegule. While the agency is sealing 2 unapproved residential blocks, the owner's brother, Mr. Obinna Akabogu, reacts. He claims to have made several payments to unnamed officials of the agency for building permits.
For the last 2 years, I was paying money for this place every day by day. I was paying money every day. My mom be like you. Huh?
The person that collected money from you.
Okay, this house, I'll fix this house this month too. Okay, unless they give me here. Unless they give me here. Unless they give me here.
Collected money from you.
But Mr. Akabogu's offense is beyond the permit. He's also accused of erecting structures outside the original plan.
It's not a matter of just paying for a permit. That payment is just a processing fee. It's only when you have your drawing approved, the SSS government has agreed with me to go ahead and do this. And if you have a permit, you don't go outside the scope of the approval. But before now, there were 3 buildings on this site. We advised him knock off the 2 extra ones. He knocked off 1, leaving the second one standing. So the other one, too, where he removes it, the building is conforming to what he has submitted, but he has to wait to get his approval. Even you can see they said recommendation, somebody has recommended a drawing that is cleared as designed. But what he's doing is not nowhere in conformity with what he has submitted. That's why we are advising him to remove the illegal ones and keep the one that is legal standing. We won't touch the big one, but the other one at the side has to go down.
Other concerns are also raised. For instance, why should workers be arrested on site instead of the owners or the developers?
Once a building is an illegal development, nobody, be it the owner, a developer, a consultant, a contractor, a worker, has a right to go into a site. That's why the contravention stage. If you don't have a permit, you don't start the building, you don't start the work. Because if you as a worker, you need to ask whoever engages your service, Oga, do you have a permit for this business you want to give me? If he says no, please walk away because of what's happening today. That means you are working on an illegal development. Secondly, a site that has been sealed. I mean, breaking a seal is a criminal offense. You don't break a seal. That means don't enter. So whosoever enters the site has broken that seal. And there's a penalty for breakage of seal. Yes, they're not bait. The artisans that we got today they've actually fallen foul of the law. So they will be prosecuted up to the level of their offenses. Meanwhile, the owner that has over time been breaking the seal will equally be prosecuted for the offenses committed.
Like Akabogu, the agency explains that enforcement on illegal and unapproved structures are preceded by several warnings and notices, and that it would not take it lightly with offenders henceforth. Obinna Akabogu and others are arrested and driven to the premises of the Ebutemeta Chief Magistrate Court. Here, they are arraigned before the magistrate of a mobile court. The Lagos State Building Control Agency vows to control the enforcement in other local government areas. If sustained, the efforts being put up by the agency could go a long way towards curbing cases of failed structures and building collapse across the state.